Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Twe here. This will be a video on, well, a question that I'm receiving a lot, and probably the biggest question that would summarize all of it is this one. Is it too late to start the game? Answer is no. This is the right time to play the game. And I will show you a few reasons why I believe that for newer players that you should play the game. Now, mind you guys, I've been playing gachas over maybe 5 years. Mobile phone games where acquiring heroes is a very nasty feature. There's a lot of RNG involved in Epic 7, Summoner's War. I play Valkyrie Connect. I've played some other very unknown gachas as well, where it is super hard to get the right characters that you want. And if you do roll the most OP ones, you 9 out of 10 times break the game. Okay, let's look at this. We have ourselves 88, that is 83 plus 5 that I don't own yet, heroes that you can play. And if you don't know what 88 looks like, this is 80 plus characters. It is a lot of heroes that you can pick from. But as I said, there is no RNG involved into this, because what you can do, you can go to the hero inn, visit the inn, and then you can just pick whatever hero you get. This is on a daily relation system, so the moment you pick a relationship with one, then you get 5 new ones and you can pick either one of them. This system takes about 20 days to get a new hero. Now, I've been playing this game for 718 days already, 602 consecutive, and I don't buy heroes for rubies either, except for the newer ones, because I want to play them pretty fast. And that comes up to the next point. If you do have, at the start of the game, you watch a few of the guides that some of these content creators put out, such as me, and if you find that you like my chase, for instance, you start out the game, you get 3k rubies. That is nothing within the newer patches, because they will be handing you out rubies for free. If you start out, every single one of these chapters on a first clear will give you rubies, as well as you get extra rubies from clearing it with the amount of stars. As well as within the guideline, every single one of these chapters will be giving you rubies. So it is possible to get yourself up to 7, maybe even 8 characters up at the beginning of the game. That is insane. So to me, there is no real RNG to when it comes to acquiring heroes. And to emphasize, there's currently a 50% sale on heroes. The last time that this happened was about 6 months ago. And a whole lot of people that ask me questions or put something on my YouTube say another thing, which is as follows. Hi, I just played a game a few days ago. After dropping this game some time ago, delete the account. But Zara is cute, so I'm coming back. Yo, I like Zara too. But a lot of people have quit over the time, but they're coming back. And immediately, like, I'm wondering, why did you guys come back? That's some good stuff. Because I like the game. I wanted to keep running for like forever, and it is possible, but it needs people to play. But there are a lot of people who are coming back. And what has changed? Now, what I believe to be very interesting in one of the changes is a lot of quality of life. It used to be that you had to get all of your resources from several places that you would have to either find, and it was a grind, chores and whatever. Nowadays, it takes up 10 minutes. 10 minutes of your day to acquire the items that you need. And the place that you get it from is the Stockade Vault. And you go to one of my babies. What's up, Nikki? Oh my gosh, she looks good. And within here, you can get yourself gold, EXP, skill books, and fragment dungeons. You only have to do them twice if you do want to have these. And like I said, about 10 minutes and you're done with those. As for one of the latest patches, we got ourselves a gear acquisition patch, which makes it a lot easier to get yourself items that have multiple lines, such as a silly item like this. This used to be hours and hours and hours of grinding. Now what you do right now, you start to grind one of these items, and you can get yourself powders, which then allow you to craft gear selectors. However, you kind of need a lot of these, so it is still a little bit of farming, but getting yourself a T8 3 option selector makes the game so much easier. So much easier. The only thing that you have to do is either be lucky or reforge the last line. That saves up so much time on grinding. Another thing which I believe used to be very hard is getting your first 5-star unique weapon. However, this is still a very hard process. It does take time to get that weapon. However, they made it a lot easier. The way that you acquire the material to making unique weapons or unique treasures is so much easier compared to like a year, maybe even 2 years ago. I've seen people on my Discord showing me the progression from start to finish, and they have 5-star unique weapons A2, not plus 20, but within the first half year of the game, where I am super proud of those people. And we've come a long way on this channel. Like let's put our hands together for that stuff. Because nowadays, just from clearing the chapter mode, you get yourself extra unique weapon tickets, more all-in-one tickets, get yourself unique treasures, and there are a lot of rewards hidden in the new mission system. Let alone that every month there is at least a good event which nobody should be missing out. Because there are a lot of freebies to newer players. I kid you not. It is so amazing to start out as a newer player. That is one of the reasons why speedrunning for me is so interesting. Because otherwise I'd be sitting on one unique weapon, one unique treasure, and then I can complete some things. No, you get about 4 to even 5 within a single day. One of the reasons why I'm still playing the game, however I cleared all of it already. Having the Tower of Challenge here used to be one of the things that I enjoyed the most. Getting through all of these floors seemed easy at first, but once you hit like not even 50, not even 60, but the moment you hit about 65 and up, like I get a lot of questions onto my stream, onto my YouTube, starting from 466, like, how do you even beat this dude? Which, if you have the game knowledge, it makes it so much easier. But the struggle within this game is so rewarding. So that is also one of those reasons for me that keeps me just playing the game. And it's not just the Tower of Challenge. Even being a veteran player, looking at the Underground Royal Labyrinth, each and every month this thing resets. You have an X amount of keys, and clearing these floors, if you've done it the month before, it doesn't guarantee that you can do it again, because the rotations on these buffs or debuffs that you receive make it so hard to complete these things. For me, this month, this used to be an easy one, the tank one. But with the current buff, takes reduced physical damage. My main dude is a physical damage dealer and stops enemy from receiving buffs, which means I don't get any buffs. I cannot like get myself heals over time and whatever. This was a hard one. This was an absolute monstrosity to me. So there's always a challenge in this game. And the same goes for the newest challenge raid. They said, oh, you have a big, nasty boss that breathes fire and shit. Well, we'll just make sure that your tanks get banned and see how you fare after that. So then again, everything is not set in stone. There are a lot of guides out in these things, but it doesn't take into account that some of your main heroes may actually get banned. So once again, the challenge in this game for me was one of the reasons why I started playing, and the reasons why I still play, because it's still challenging for me, because I still have to do this, and the fact that I'm a little lazy. Another thing to mention, you can get yourself not to play the game and still get items. So currently we have ourselves dispatch battles where you can just pick 8 heroes and just say, okay guy, you are gonna run for me. I can start the battle. I can then turn off either my PC or my mobile phone, and guess what? I will be getting items. The moment I log back in, this dispatch has run. I can get myself boxes that I can then open. This is not a dispatch box. And then you get items. Yay! So it takes away a lot of the grinding that used to be in the game. Another thing that I do see sometimes is that there are people quitting because there are so many items. I don't know what is good. I don't know what to invest in. Well, that's where my stream comes in, and I will give you another tip. Now, there is a link down below into the description where there is a Google spreadsheet on which heroes are good, where, and also their unique treasure list on what is good. This is one of the things that I started using within the game. I'm not sure how much this is updated, especially if you look at the newer buffs that people have received, but this is a pretty good benchmark to start out. And if you still have a question, you drop by my stream, ask the question in person, and you will get a tailor-made answer straight away from either me or all of the people that have the knowledge in the chat. Now, obviously there's scoring content, which is a world boss and, well, some other stuff here and there, and I can't believe that newer players will be pretty overwhelmed with the damage that top players do. Well, mind you guys, this is my damage. I'm currently number 22 on the EU server. If I compare it to the top player and the world on this world boss, well, I'm nowhere near. So if you are a newer player and you're overwhelmed with their damage, guess what? I'm still at the same spot as you guys are. Another thing that I find interesting, because I've invested a lot of time in this game, is actually the story mode. Do I know everything? And getting yourself immersed into all of these stories that you can even watch back is super interesting. The fact that I can go into the index, the hero index, and just look up one of my most favorite heroes and just check the dude, get all this information and be like, wow, that is pretty good. But if you go even further into it, it just shows you, even on the unique weapons, like how it came to be a unique weapon to this character. Whereas my main boy, he used to be nobody. He used to be an experiment. And as someday, he just woke up, destroyed about everything, just tore a horn out of a monster, and he said, yeah, I'm gonna use this as a weapon, even though it's messing up my own life. Now that guy is a god. Yo, that is like, that is so good. Him losing his memories, then getting himself unique treasures because Scarlet, the one that actually named the dude, he used to be Typo, he doesn't like that name, got himself a handkerchief by Chase. We don't know what kind of ass stains are on that, but yo, just knowing things and getting involved into your character, knowing more about your character, like, it puts a smile to my face. And there is gonna be an anime of this game. Unfortunately, onto the life chart, I haven't seen them add this to either 2020 or whatever. They said along the lines of 2020 they would add the King's Raid anime. Whenever it's coming out, I don't know. I hope it doesn't get like canceled, because I am really looking forward to looking at all of these characters on the blue screen doing all that shimmy, and I hope the animations are absolutely fire. And well, if you just think about the cutscenes that we had at the last part of chapter 9, this stuff is amazing. Just look at this. We got claws up in the building. We've never seen Demiya do all that much, but whatever. If they make an anime out of this, no, we got this. Chase up in the building. At the end. Yup. What's up, baby? Blank. So as you could probably tell, I'm a little bit too invested in this game. Also, for the people that are coming back, there are a lot of heroes which people used to main that became irrelevant over time. They are currently patching and balancing heroes, or basically buffing them into whatever monsters they are becoming, because Bernie, from what I've heard, has become a monster. Ezekiel, that used to be totally irrelevant, became a monster. Lorraine, Nyla, a lot of heroes that got touched by the dev team, made them up, gave him their holy sacrifice, and all of a sudden they can become Super Saiyajin. They took up all of these new stuffs and they became monstrous characters. So I'm assuming that at the end of the day, within a few more patches, there will be a lot differentiation of what people are playing and the differences what people can pick. Because let's be honest, currently if you look at World Boss, a lot of people are playing the same teams. But now with the patchings, my god, I'm looking so forward to the next patch notes to see which hero gets touched next, in a good way. In a good way. Now, just to wrap this up, 2020 is the year that I believe this game is going to change for the better. They got a new CEO that is very invested. They got a very nice plan laid out for the upcoming content. There is a lot of things that you can do, even as a newer player, even as a veteran player or a returning player. I'm so looking forward on what is to come for this year. Now, to add a few questions that I got as well: is this game pay to win? To some degree, yes. Is everything locked behind a paywall? No. So then again, like I have my differences on pay to win gameplay, but yeah, that's one of the things that you can think about. However, I believe that you can get everything for free if you just do play long enough, and if you have a certain vision in your mind about what team you are rocking, then you can make something marvelous. So if you guys have any questions, this is the comment section that you have to put it in down below. If you want to interact, once again, I am streaming almost daily because of the corona business that's going on. I got so much time on my hands, I don't know what to do with it. So make sure to tune in, say hi, and let's get it popping for everybody else. But you know what the deal is. This is Twebby. Peace!